Well, we are in the dead of winter here in Chicago, and despite the cold weather and the fact that we haven't seen any sun in a while, that doesn't mean we can't all have a little fun. In fact, there is no shortage of great entertainment options coming up over the course of the next few weeks. So joining me now for a rundown of all of it is Phyllis Klein, or as we more affectionately refer to her as Front Row Phyllis. And I've got to say, Corey's going to have trouble stealing this segment back from me because we've had way too much fun just in the couple minutes we've been sitting. So listen to that, Corey. All right, so you're going to start us off with something for the kids.
Something for the kids, something for the whole family, and that is Disney on Ice is here, and it is here now through January 29th over at Allstate. Then it jumps over at United Center February 1st through the 12th. And of course, your hosts, Mickey and Minnie, are bringing lots of their friends. And you're going to have Dory from Finding Dory, as well as some of the emotions from Inside and Out. And of course, your beautiful princesses, Cinderella will be there, Ariel, and plenty more. What's so great is they offer so many different times. So there's a late afternoon, there's a late morning, and there's also an evening performance. So it really gets into everybody's, schedule. So that's a good thing.
And no matter what your kids are into, you're going to find their favorite character there. So that is awesome too. All right, Jeff Foxworthy and Larry the Cable Guy bringing a little country humor to the big city.
They are, and they are taking their show from Netflix onto the road, and that is their We've Been Thinking tour. You know what I love about these guys? Not only their Southern charm, but they are just down home. They're not sarcastic. They're not pretentious. They're just
clean
funny.
too, right?
Clean, very clean. And then you throw in a little political satire, and you have a great show. And that's on January 27th over at the Rosemont.
I think they'll have trouble coming up with some content in the political realm there, don't you think?
Yeah, they might. They might have to call, Trump's office or something, right?
All right, Gloria at the Goodman Theater.
Yes, so that runs now through February 19th, and they're calling this funny yet fierce comedy. It's a great story about these group of ambitious, editorial assistants that all want to get to the top. They want to even have a book, a book signing, and and some of the things that they go through to get to the top. So it's pretty cool, and you definitely want to check it out. We love the performances over at the Goodman Theater. So,
very cool. Yep. All right, maybe you're looking for something a little more intimate over at City Winery. Louis Anderson.
Yeah, Louis Anderson on January 29th on Sunday. He has two performances. It's a 5 o'clock and a 7:30. And of course, he's that iconic comedian, 3 Emmys, and he has a career spanning over 30 years. Which is so great. He made his debut appearance on the Johnny Carson show in 1984.
Wow.
So he's another one that's clean, funny. He's from the Midwest, originally from Minnesota, and excited to have him here.
Good to hear he's still bringing in those audiences. Yeah. Awesome. All right, The Bodyguard. Tell me this is the Kevin Costner, Whitney Houston version.
This is, except for they're not going to be there, but it's going to be.
Right.
It's only for a couple weeks. It's January 31st through February 12th over at the Oriental, and of course it's based on the smash hit. So you're going to get everything, that breathtaking, romantic, thriller, with those amazing songs. And what's great is it's being performed by R&B sensation Deborah Cox. So she's amazing, and so is the rest of the cast. It's a great show.
What big shoes to fill.
Right?
But, how I miss that music.
I know.
Some other country superstars, Martina McBride and Lauren Elena.
Yep, and that is on February 3rd over at the Chicago Theater. Lauren Elena was the runner-up in season 10 of the American Idol. We're so excited to have her here. This is all part of CMT's Next Women of Country, and it's called the Love Unleashed Tour. And of course, Martina McBride really puts her heart and soul into her show. And this is going to be nothing undifferent from what she's done. So, yeah.
Cool. And February 4th, Chicago Voices concert at the
So this is a great one. So this is the biggest night in Chicago music. They really salute the legendary Chicago artists from every genre. So you're going to have everyone from Renee Fleming to the Hanson family, Jesse Mueller, John Prine, Michelle Williams, and many more. So you definitely want to check that out over at the Lyric Opera.
And we wrap up with Lauryn Hill. What a big name.
I know, big name. February 6th over at House of Blues. We're excited to have her. Her music is just beautiful and filled with expression. And of course, the fact that she was married to, Bob Marley's son. And, she's a great talent as well. So, yep.
Very good. Front Row Phyllis, always a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for these options of things to do to get out of the cold. And if you're an